This is with regards to the Nepal protest, what is also being called as the Gen Z revolution in Nepal. Visuals coming in, concerning visuals at that. Police in fact opened fire in Damak as Gen Z protest intensifies there. Few injured in police firing during the new Baneshwar protest. Injured, in fact, has been taken to the Everest Civil and other hospitals at this point. Activists set up first aid camp in Mehtighar. Social media ban sparks protest in Nepal, which we've consistently been covering as it has come to highlight the Gen Z revolution, which was started against the Oli government in Nepal against their social media ban. The new generation of the country has started demonstrations against the government's ban on social media and on corruption. Thousands of youth were seen marching on the streets, shouting slogans, as you can hear in the very background of these visuals that we bring to you, all against the government during their demonstrations, which, remember, doesn't just doesn't just restrict itself to Kathmandu at this point, but has spread to several other centers across Nepal. During their demonstration, the government had in fact disrupted phones and internet services for hours. And despite this very ban on social media, the youth made some social media their medium and called for demonstrations today. In fact, when we spoke to a senior politician a little while ago, he had said that provocations or messages about such a protest which was to happen had already been going around before they even implemented the very ban on the platforms. And that is how they ended up garnering such support, bringing out so many youngsters to the streets to join the protests and the demonstrations. The youth currently seems angry, frustrated with the ban on what we are gathering 26 social media accounts. Not all apps fall under the ambit of this ban, but the important ones, or rather the ones which are more widely used, like Facebook, X, WhatsApp, YouTube, they've all been banned by the Nepalese government. And now this is why the Gen Z revolution has started. These demonstrations have started in Nepal. Now let us also tell you this, that this very ban was introduced by the government citing non-compliance issue, and it was the Supreme Court of Nepal that came out to give this direction that the government can regulate the usage of these very platforms to address the non-compliance issue. And now these are the latest visuals. This is the current situation that we are seeing on the streets of Kathmandu. In fact, we were even being told by some journalists we were speaking to earlier, who are currently in Kathmandu at this given point, who came out to tell us that the parliament, these protesters had even reached the gates of the parliament. However, they couldn't breach those very gates. But the situation seems extremely intense given the kind of visuals we are gathering. We see the anger being expressed. Students, youngsters running across the streets. We see police action in place as well, where we are now gathering that there has been shooting that has also taken place by the police officials, given the situation getting out of hand in certain places. In fact, the shooting took place in Damak is what we are learning. But you can see the anger clear from these visuals, from the protests, how these demonstrators have been going ahead to put forward their message, make their demands rather clear at this given point with regards to this very revolution. So yes, these are the visuals that we are bringing to you of the Gen Z Nepal demonstration at this given point. If we are to just take you through some of these apps, it's Facebook, Instagram, X, WhatsApp, YouTube, Reddit, LinkedIn, which are widely used. So which is also what conversations have been started around, that in a day and age where content ends up bringing in revenues, or in fact a lot of youngsters have their livelihoods depending on content production which they push out, what is their future next, especially when we speak of Nepal? Where do they go? How do they continue with their livelihoods with these apps being completely banned? There's also a concern of such widely used apps being banned where it pushes users to the dark web. Will we see such repercussions in Nepal? Well, that's a question that needs to be answered as well. But again, the senior politician also said that these revenues, or rather these livelihoods, are non-taxable. So the revenues collected by the individual influencers, they have no taxes that are paid. So the government doesn't get any revenue from the content production. So there is not going to be any implication of this on the government's revenue per se, given that there is no direct revenue. But yes, it will affect the livelihoods of plenty, and we can see that, and that's not restricted just to youngsters, but also to all users out there of all age groups who push out content. The anger that you can see, barricades being pushed down, protesters running with their posters, raising their voice, several posters of the Chief Minister, of the Prime Minister, I beg your pardon, being defaced by these protesters across cities. Several of them have been injured. As police has been taking actions, we can see water cannons being used against the protesters. In fact, now shooting having also taken place. You can see the barricades being pushed down for the protesters on the other side to be brought in by those who've been able to breach these barricades in the first place. That is the kind of anger. And in situations like this, when the public, when protesters, in fact, end up losing control almost at this given point that we can see from visuals, it gets concerning at this point. We have in fact been accessing several social media posts where a lot of Gen Z pages have also come out to say that for today we have gained success, so let us now return home and return home safely. But clearly those messages have not made any effect on these protesters. We see the anger only intensifying with each passing minute. Sanjeev Phoyal, journalist, joining us back on the broadcast to in fact take us through the situation. Sanjeev, the first question here would be with regards to the shooting that's taken place and police action at large. We see water cannons, we see these protesters breaching barricades, bringing them down, bringing protesters on the other sides. What exactly is the situation when we speak of police action?
Yeah, actually, the police is definitely the main job of the police personnel is to provide security to the government buildings and the parliament, and the government was well prepared in advance. That's why they put this prohibited area and then didn't allow the protesters to broke that area. But the protest escalated, so like the protest actually intensified, and the gathering was so massive that the protesters stormed, like broke the barricades and clashed with the police, and they started, and the protest really turned really like massively violent. And you definitely you could have you we have also seen a lot of visuals of these youths throwing whatever they find at their hands, and even throwing back the throwing back this tear gas canisters.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.